All right, guys, welcome to Case Dismissed. Again, this will be the part one, the first video of discharging your car. I just want to go over the website and YouTube. Here's our YouTube page. Officially 2 weeks old. Everything's looking good. This is going to be, like I said, part one of how to discharge your car. I show you how to do it step by step on the download. And I just thought I'd go over it live and actually do it as a video series for the YouTube channel. First, I had to bump my credit up. Like I said, with Case Dismissed, we can clean your credit, take everything bad off. As you see here, my credit was 640. After I cleaned it, I went ahead and added a few trade lines, got it up so I could go get approved for a loan. I went and got a 2019 black F-150 Raptor for, I think it was $60,000 out the door. Ended up going with TD Bank. That's just who they picked. I don't care who they use. Of course, we're going to discharge it. So yeah, I just want to go over, I posted a video on YouTube a few years ago going over a car loan. I'm not really going to go over every little detail. You guys know how money works. The contract's a promissory note that they sell and to the banks, and then they make us make payments on it. So you guys know that. I did a video. It got millions of views. YouTube, after about 7 years, I believe, deleted it for hate speech because I said everybody in the when I just said hey everybody. So we'll see how this one goes. I do want to show. This is a contract from Honda that I had a few years ago, and every contract has something similar. This one, if you notice, on the very bottom, seller, Honda of Fort Worth, assigns its interest in this contract to American Honda Finance, assigned without recourse. So like everybody knows, this is a promissory note, and they're just endorsing it over to the bank. So you get the car, they sold you a car, they gave you a car, and they created a security use of your signature, and they sold it. That's how they make money. And of course, if they can get any down payment from you, I like to do these no down payments. I tell them, hey, here's my credit, here's my information, get me whatever I want, get me this, but I don't want to do anything down. Do whatever you can, call me when it's ready. I go in and I sign whatever. Here's that MCO I got for another Honda HR-V. So you can get these. What I like to do, a little tip is, if you're gonna get a new vehicle, go get it in Oklahoma or a neighboring state that you don't live in. So when they register the vehicle, they send you all this stuff for you to register. And of course, I never do. So you get to keep your MCO. I got to work on suing these guys to get the liens removed so I can get the lien off of the title, but I've got the MCO. So, like I said, part one, guys, all I do is I fix my credit. I go get the loan, sign whatever they want. I don't hassle. I don't care. Just let me sign the paperwork. We know it's a promissory note. We know it's a bunch of crap. But what do you do about it? Well, this is what we do about it. At Case Dismissed, I've done it for years. Basically, you're going to, like I said, make sure your credit's good. We'll get the loan. We will send in a payment to the bank for a payoff, and we'll get the QSIP for that payment. We'll probably wait 30 days after they've received the payment. They're going to write you back a letter saying, we can't accept this form of payment. But then you get that QSIP for your payment and show them, hey, you accepted it, it's being traded. So now what this does is it takes away their ability to sue you. Once you show them you have that QSIP for the payment that they claim they didn't accept, usually when they respond to you, it'll be from David Z or Frank S. They're not going to put a real name or their full name on that rejection letter, because that rejection letter is a lie. And I've said I've dealt with all the responses. People always feel that their processes don't work, but you have to really read what they're actually saying. You know, is it signed? Does it have a real name, a real position? What authority does that person writing the letter have to make that statement on behalf of whoever it is, whatever bank or company? So just remember that's a little tip. Like I said, get your credit fixed, get the loan, then we'll send the payment, which the payment, guys, I have the payment under free stuff. That payment works. It's legal tender. It has all the elements to be a payment. I'm not going to get up in arms over the word payment and what it means, but basically it's got your name, address, a title, a unique ID number, a date, the number in a box, the number written out, your intentions, and your signature. So you send that to them, certified mail, track it, and then get the QSIP after about a month. Give them time to trade it. Get the QSIP for that payment that you made. We'll go in here under free stuff and see. Right there, tender payment, guys. It's free. You can use this for almost anything, and I have it here for free. So you can do that. So we do the payment, give them 30 days. My first payment on this truck isn't due to April 11th. So I'll do another video when I do the payment here in a couple weeks. I'm going to wait till I get an actual statement or bill in the mail from the bank, so I'll know exactly, what's going on. So part 2 will be the payment. And like I said, we all know that these car contracts are promissory notes assigned without recourse. Basically, in my original YouTube video on car contracts, that particular car contract on the back of it actually had a space for the dealership to actually do the full pay to the order of spot. And below it, it said, if the buyer endorses the note and we cannot take security interest of the note, the buyer gets the car and the seller has to be responsible for the amount of money to the bank. So that's why if you guys go in and you endorse these car contracts to the dealership or the bank, they're going to reject the contract and tell you, we're not going to do business with you. And they have every right to do that. It's their business. They don't have to contract with you. If they can't make their money, they're not going to do it. Now, some people are endorsing these contracts to their own name. They don't care about that. That has no legal meaning. They'll accept it. They'll take it to the bank. You'll still owe them money, and they'll still repossess it. So I've been doing this for over a decade, guys, endorsing it to the dealership or the bank. Although it is legally the correct way to do things, they're not going to accept it, because in the end, the dealership will be on the hook for the money. You get the car, and the bank really got nothing. They're going to have to get money from the dealership. But the problem is they're not going to give you the keys until that contract is, approved. Now, if you can get the keys and the car before that, more power to you. They used to give you the car for 3 days to see if you like it, and you had to sign a bunch of paperwork. That's, in the dealership world, is called a soft sell. They legally sold you the car. You don't have to take it back. Once they do that, that car is yours. You do not have to take it back. There's nothing they can do. All the paperwork says you bought it. So that's why a lot of them stopped doing that. Also because people were taking them to reservations, Indian reservations. There's nothing they could do. So that I don't know if dealerships still do that anymore. But guys, if you can do a soft sell, take a car for a couple days, that car's yours. When you take it back, you voluntarily, give it up. So this is just part 1. Like I said, a good tip about, I drove another Raptor I had for a year with my own custom plates, never got pulled over. And I think the biggest reason for that is that the truck was brand new. I bought it in Ohio. I live in Texas. So I never registered it in the state of Texas. They gave me the paperwork to do it. Of course, I never did it. So the vehicle was never registered. I think that's the biggest key. If you have a used car, or you have a car that's registered, even if you stop the registration process, it's still in their system. So they have jurisdiction over it. I think the reason why I never got got messed with in my Raptor was because it was never registered. So it was not in their system. So I think that's the biggest key. The easiest way to drive with your own custom plates. I see people use DOT plates, but in the end, you're still, it's still a government system. You're still paying them to, I just don't understand that. If you're not going to drive with, if you're not going to register your vehicle or get insurance or get plates, why would you do DOT? It's still just, like I said, I think the trick to this process is getting a new vehicle from a different state, and you never actually register it in your state, because they're going to give you the documents to do that. Now, sometimes they may go ahead and register it with your state. I just know when I've got vehicles out of state of Texas, they always gave me the paperwork, and I just never did it. So, like I said, I think that's the key. Everybody's kind of missing. So this is, like I said, it's part one. I got my credit fixed already, guys. Just remember, we have a 2 for 1.5 special on the credit repair. So if you're a couple, we get a lot of husbands and wives that want to both fix their credit. So we give you a little deal. If you both do it, $1,500. One person's $1,000. The QSIP's $200. Car process is only $10. Guys, I've got the tender payment for free download on the site. Share our website, check out our YouTube. This will be on YouTube later, and enjoy this process, guys. I'm gonna do this live. We're gonna discharge this Raptor, get the 1099-C, and we'll do the payment, we'll do the QSIP. I'll share whatever letters that they send, and I'll show you how they're not valid rejections. And we all know that they've accepted it. They're gonna take a copy of that payment I send in. They're gonna monetize it. They may send back the original, but they've already made a copy of it. They scanned it in. They're gonna securitize it. We'll have the proof, so they'll have nothing left to do but cancel the loan, because they won't be able to repossess it. They won't be able to show that I haven't paid them. So that's it, guys. Like I said, remember, car notes, contracts, they're just promissory notes. They all do the same thing. The formats are all a little different. Every loan I've gotten, the paperwork is just a little bit different, but in the end, it's still all the same. I have some mortgage contracts where I've sold a house, and of course, on the back of the original promissory note, they have the allonge, and it's got the endorsement, pay to the order of, whatever bank without recourse, and it's got all these signatures where they're just selling it like crazy. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to sit here and preach and teach. We all know all this stuff. We all know all these rules. But at case dismissed, I'm tired of teaching people. I don't care what the definition of anything is. I don't care that we know all this stuff. At case dismissed, we actually have processes that actually work. We all know that, money's fake. This loan isn't real. I don't owe this. That's fine. But how do we beat the system? Let's start having fun with the system. Let's go get some fun cars. Let's get some loans. Let's discharge the loans. Let's beat the court cases. Let's put these courts in a position where they have nothing left to do but dismiss your case because the proof's there. I have actual court procedures that will beat your situation. This isn't just, it's not going to be a website or a page where we're just going to teach you all these definitions, all these court cases. Guys, we've all seen it all. We all know it. But what do? Now we know, we'll know what to do. We'll know how to beat these issues, and stop being frustrated. Stop, but my guru said this. Guys, most of these gurus live in apartments. They live, at their parents' house. They don't practice what they preach. They're not very successful people. You can look at them and just tell that, hey, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I've had lots of success. I'm probably one of the few people that you've seen on YouTube or internet that actually can show you a 1099-C of a car loan, or an actual MCO, or credit repair stuff. I mean, a lot of people do credit repair. I mean, it's nothing different. It's a lot of the same procedures, but I've been doing this for 10 years, and it's just a easy process. I've been doing it for lots of friends and family. Now it's open to you guys. Like let's go. Let's go have some fun. Let's get some cars. Let's discharge some loans. Let's get our credit fixed. Let's beat these traffic tickets. Let's learn how to drive. Travel, as they say. And also, guys, the secret contracts of crime. It's a really good video. The best way to beat any criminal action where there's no injured party starts from the moment the cops talk to you. The biggest key, and I probably shouldn't turn this into, this is about discharging car loans, but guys, I can't preach enough on how to educate yourself on what to do from the beginning. Because if you fight the issue the second the cops talk to you and don't enter into their contracts, their commercial contracts, 27 CFR 72.11, all crimes are commercial, especially when there's no damage or injured party. You've got to take it on in the very beginning. And if you do this, what this video shows you, what I made, a week ago, guys, you will never have to face any issue. You'll get out of any traffic ticket, any DUI, any kind of state versus you where nothing happened, nobody was hurt. This is how you do it, guys. I've done this. I've done this several times. This works. This is the biggest key. It's so hard to attack a criminal case after the fact. Now, I've done it, but it's extremely hard, and it's not for the faint of heart. You've really got to be a strong person, because they're going to intimidate you. So just remember, watch this video. It's the biggest key I can tell you. Like I said, we all know there's a straw man, but what do we do about it? Now, for 10 years, I've been helping friends and family. I know how to beat the system. Go get some loans, take it off your credit, beat the lawsuits. It never happened. Get some money for a business, get some cars for Turo or whatever you want to do. Get these cars for fun or Turo, or your wife needs a car. You want something cool. This is what we do. So come on to Case Dismissed. This is part 1. I'll do the part 2 once I have something from the bank. We'll go over the payment, and then I'll do a video on their response, and then we'll do the QSIP. I'll do a video on the QSIP, and then we'll do a video on beating the repossession, and then should have a 1099-C. So guys, have fun, enjoy your day. Check out Case Dismissed. Leave some comments, share, and I hope all is well, and see you next time.